Oke, bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let's pray and thanks to our God Allah SWT who has given us mercies and grace so we can attend together in this peace without any trouble or obstacle. May salat and salam always given to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
Who has given us from the darkness Sarat, dan Melisa Hijrah. Okay, good morning everyone. Back to the weekend TikTok or WCT, the program we discussed about the design and others. And with me, Iksam Farji from class 11 DKV. And today we have a special guest star. The name is Alif Al Hakim, and from the same class as with me, the is DKV. And now he want to share about the research objective. And by the way, I've been talking to him for the past week. And okay, so without further ado, and let's get started. And Alif, can you tell us about the what is research objective? And Alif, time and set is yours.
Okay, thank you for listening. So today, sorry. So today I'm going to bring a basic theory to be an UX designer. To be a UX designer, to So today I'm going to bring a basic theory to be an UX designer. So to be a UX designer, must first know what the basic are, like define research objective, and very useful for an UX designer because being a UX designer must investigate about how So today I want to bring the topic is design research objective. What is the research objective? Research objective. What is research objective? Research objective is a goal or objective that is to be achieved through and research. It helps direct the focus and research and provides clear guidance of what a research wants to in collecting data, analysis information, and including outcomes. And what is the importance of research objective? Directly research or focus. First, directing research focus. Research objective is very important in a research because it serves as the primary guidance that build step and the research process. Here are some of the reasons why research objectives are important. And the second, avoid repeat by setting specific results goals. Research can avoid encouraging research that has already been done or pushing questions that have already been answered. And the third, measuring success. Research objectives provide clear criteria for measuring research success. When a goal is well defined, research and can assess how far they have researched. In formulating research objective, it is important to answer questions such as: what do you want to track this research? What research question do you want to answer? Is the purpose of this research specific and measurable? What will be the comfort of this research? And last, who will be the audience of this research? By answering this question and well formulating research objective. Research that can ensuring that their research has a clear and relevant direction and can make significant contribution to the relevant field of knowledge. And the research objective are generally formulated clearly and specifically. This objective provides a basis for the entire research process, from planning to implementation, as well as help to assess whether the research is successful in achieving the research objective. And the first, identify the factor that influence consumer purchasing decision. And the second, measuring the impact of training programmers and employee performance. Third, analyze the correlation between eating pattern and heart health. Four, getting insight into music preference in the teenager. Five, evaluate the effectiveness of digital marketing campaigns. And six, assessing the impact of environmental policy change on carbon emission. Seven, identify online consumer behavior patterns in product purchase. And the last, gaining an in-depth understanding of public perception of environmental issues. So, I think for the first, identify the factors that influence consumer purchasing decision. In research objective, the aim is to know and understand what factors influence the purchasing decision taken by consumer when choosing a particular product or service. So, this research objective aim to refine and analyze factors that have a significant impact on how consumers make purchasing decisions, hope, hoping to provide valuable insight for business strategy planning and marketing. Next, second, measuring the impact of training programmers on employee performance. And measuring the impact of training programmers on employee performance in the research objective is the aim of identifying and evaluating the extent to which training programmers given to employees have an impact or improving their performance in the context of employment. So, this research objective aims to measure and evaluate the extent to which the positive impact produced by the training program and employee performance, with the hope of providing valuable information for management in decision making related to human resource development. Next, third, analysis the correlation between eating patterns and heart health. The aim is to evaluate the relationship or correlation between the diet followed by an individual and their health. The aim involves analyzing whether there is a positive or negative relationship between a particular diet and the risk of hair health problems. So the aim is to analyze the relationship between diet and hair health in the hope I providing insight into how diet can affect hair disease risk and overall health. For the for getting insight into music preference in teenagers. I am into Tiger deeper understanding and information about the kind of music that adolescents like, as well as the factor that influence their musical preference. The aim is to gain a deeper insight into the music preference of adolescents, as well as to understand the factors that influence their music choice. The result of this research can provide valuable information about music trend among adolescents and the cultural and the social impact that influence their musical preference. In five, evaluated the effectiveness of digital marketing campaigns. The purpose of evaluation the effectiveness of digital marketing campaigns in the research objective into access the extent to which digital marketing campaigns have been successful and achieving the goals set. So, generally speaking, this research objective aim to influence the success and impact of marketing campaigns conducted through in digital platforms. Next, and six, assessing the impact of environmental policy change on carbon emission. With the first evaluation of the impact of environmental policy change and carbon emission. In this objective, it is meant to carry out an analysis of assessment of the effect of changes in environmental policies on the amount of carbon emission generated. In this case, the research aims to understanding how change in environmental policy can affect carbon emission level in the particular context. Although in such sentence no more specific details are required, but usually more detailed research objective will help with the research methodology and ensure that the research research result can provide more in-depth and useful insight. Next, identify identifying online consumer behavior patterns in product purchase. Research objective refer to the intention to observe and understand how consumers behave when buying products online. Although more specific details are not required in the press, more detailed research objectives will help with the study and ensure that the research provide more in the depth and relevant insight. In the last, gaining an in-depth understanding of public replication of environmental issues. This objective indicates the intention to deepen an understanding more deepen how people perceive and view specific environmental issues. So, in such sentence, no more detail are required. Have a more specific research objective. Will help will help to focus the study and ensuring that research can provide more meaningful and rich insight. For simple part, a research objective is an expression of why the research is done. So, if why the research objective is an expression of why the research is done. Research objective that start with a problem statement. What is the problem statement? Problem statement is a key component in research planning and execution. In this statement that clearly and briefly explain a problem or issue to be investigated in research. The problem statement usually appears at the beginning of a research proposal or research report to give a clear understanding of what is the focus of research. Here are some important characteristics of the problem statement. The problem statement is the first problem description. Problem description, the problem statement should describe the problem or issue to be investigated. It can be the need to solve a problem, answer a pictorial research question, or fill a gap in knowledge in a practical field. And the second, important of the problem. The problem statement should also explain why the problem is important to be investigated. It could mean describing the impact on on a individual, a society, or a particular field of knowledge. And the third, current limit of knowledge. Problem statement often lists current knowledge concerning or gap in existing research. It helps show why this research is needed. For the for research purpose, the problem statement can include a general goal of research. I. What is the intended to be achievement through this research? It provides initial guidance on what is to be accomplished by answering the existing problem or issue. In the five or last, research approach, sometimes a problem statement can include information about the research progress or method that will be used to investigate the problem. This help form a initial understanding of how research will be conducted. Next, research objective. They start with a problem statement. The problem statement is the central sentiment. The research finding must answer. For the example, the problem statement, the one example problem statement, what is the student stress level during the final semester exam period and what is the impact on their mental well-being. For the solution, conducting surveys and longitudinal studies to monitor student stress level during the exam period, as well as the implementing mental well-being support program on campus. And then for the second second example, problem statement, what are the factors that influence consumer education in choosing environmentally friendly products, and how can manufacturing increase awareness and preference for such product? And answer for the solution, to market research and analysis factors that influence consumer purchasing decision, that then design more effective marketing campaigns to raise awareness and education about environmentally friendly products. This for one example and two example. And the next, compile statement problem. Uh, we have three need to UX designer for the material, the theory as the research objective. First, who, and second, problem, and third, goal. For the who, individual of urban communities living in densely populated areas. And the problem, for the problem is increased urbanization has led to an increase in the volume of domestic garbage in urban areas. Inappropriate management of this garbage leads to negative impacts such as environmental pollution, public health risks, and ecosystem damage. For the goal, for the goal is the study aim to analyze patterns of domestic waste disposal among urban residents, identify the factors that influence waste management behavior, and design policy recommendation and practical party solution that can improve sustainable waste management, reduce negative impact, and reduce public illness. The importance of good waste management. Thus, the research will contribute to achieving an cleaner, healthier, and more sustainable urban environment. The next problem statement can be resolved in 5 why. Example problem statement using a 5 why approach to the moment by moment problem. 1. Who? Bigger traditional transportation and bigger transportation becomes in the city of, for example, a city of ABC. This for the example, the normally is bigger. The transit is the becak. And the two, what the income of the craftsman has declined significantly in recent years, while the cost of living and competition with modern models of transport have increased. This has created economic uncertainty and well-being for the craftsmen and also affected the transportation choice of the society of the consumer. And three, where this is especially discussed in the city of ABC, where basements have long been an important part of the local transportation system. And three, when the economic concession faced by second in the city of ABC have been growing in recent years, especially since the increased use of modern modes of transport. And last is why. The aim of the study is to understand why schools in the city of ABC are facing a decline on income and activity factors that contribute to this problem. And indication, the study will look for solution and policy recommendation that can help improve the well-being of second, improve the sustainability of the traditional transportation sector, and better meet the transportation need of the South communities. This is for the, for example, for the bigger traditional transportation, and this for the in 5 why. And we have who, what, where, when, and why. For the next solution, what is the solution of that before the problem, and then now is the solution. Job diversification help the school to develop skill or other job opportunities in addition to the job as a scout, so they have a more stable source in income. And the two or second, better modernization improve the implementation of the big by adopting technology and design improvement to enable more effective and comfortable bag for passengers. And three, training and education. Provide training and education to craftsmen to improve their skill and managing enterprise and adapting to change market. And four, transportation integration integrates bus transportation with existing public transportation system to improve accessibility and passengers' comfort. This is for solution: job diversification, pajak modernization, training and education, transportation integration. And then what is solution in the what is the important solution? The solution will reckon collaboration between governments, non-governmental organization, and craftsmen communities to be implemented successfully. Further research will help in the most effective solution and fit the ABCCT context. That is the important or have impact the solution for that for solution. Okay, maybe that's all from me. Thank you very much. Sorry if I wrong word or if I mistake. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, and I hope everyone can get some lesson from that. Can understand about the topic like what research objective. And by the way, after this, we can let's end this week on TikTok or WTT. I hope you guys enjoy this show, and if you guys you can check this in Identify YouTube or Identify YouTube channel, or you can check in a link down below. And then thank you guys for watching and listening. We are sorry if we have many mistakes because in this world nothing is perfect except Allah. And I'm Iksan Farizi from 11 Cafe, and maybe that's all from us. Thank you for your attention. Syukran. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.